They took your photograph, your face, your essence, and handed it over to a hitman. Not for elimination. No, this was different. They wanted insight, prediction, control. They thought a man who deals in shadows, who dances with danger, could reveal who you really are. But what Hitman saw that left them shaken to their core. You see, they weren't just handing over a picture. They were offering a fragment of your soul. They thought they could define you through his cold, calculated gaze. But here's the irony: a hitman doesn't fear death. He fears the unpredictable. And you're a storm too wild to chart, a force too primal to tame. The hitman didn't just see a target. He saw your scars, those beautiful, jagged marks of resilience. He saw the fire in your eyes not as a spark, but a raging inferno, ready to consume anything in its path. He saw chaos personified, a tempest in human form, and that terrified them. They wanted the neat little dossier strengths, weaknesses, vulnerabilities, but what they got was raw power, unfiltered, untamed. They got a story of endurance, of nights spent wrestling with demons, the battles fought in silence while the world looked away. They thought a hitman could predict your moves, map your psyche, break you down into something manageable. But what he found was a paradox: destruction and creation, light and darkness, chaos and control. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a master of it. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every loss has been fuel for the fire within you. Let me ask you this: why did they hand over your photo in the first place? Was it fear, jealousy, a desperation to understand what they could never control? It doesn't matter. What matters is this: they don't get to define you. No hitman, no critic, no enemy can capture the depth of your essence. Because you, my friend, are not a static image. You are a living, breathing revolution, a symphony of contradictions. They saw the weight of your decisions, the burden of your dreams, and they trembled because they realized something terrifying. You are unstoppable. They handed your photo to a hitman, expecting clarity. Instead, they got chaos. Instead, they got the truth. And the truth has a funny way of unsettling people. It strips away the illusions, shatters the comfortable lies they tell themselves. They saw a glimpse of your potential and mistook it for a threat. And maybe it is. You are a threat to their complacence, their mediocrity, their fragile sense of control. But being a threat, that's not a weakness. It's a gift, a reminder you were never meant to fit into their neat little narratives. You were born to disrupt, to defy, to ascend. And now, as they sit in their comfortable delusions, you stand on the edge of greatness. You have a choice. Will you let their fear define you, or will you rise above, unapologetic, relentless, and show them what it means to live without limits? Because the hitman didn't predict your fall. You saw your rise. You saw the moment you stopped being the person they thought you were, and became the person you were destined to be. So let them whisper, let them fear, let them try to make sense of you. Because at the end of the day, their opinions are dust in the wind. What matters is what you do with the fire within. Will you let it consume you, or will you forge something magnificent? The world is watching, trembling, waiting, and you're just getting started. So smile, my dear force of nature. Let them fear. Let them know that the greatest adversary they will never face is you. Chaos. It doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't knock politely on the door. It storms in, flips the table, and laughs in the face of order. Today I'm not here to comfort you with warm words or polite reassurances. I'm here to tell you a story that drips with irony, soaked in the audacity of fate. A story where your photo, the essence of you, was handed over to a hitman. A hitman, not some mystic peering into crystal balls, but a figure who lives in the shadows. Someone hired to erase lives, to end stories before they're fully written. And yet, when they looked at your photo, something stopped them cold. Something they didn't expect. Force, raw, unrelenting. Staring back at them, you see the hitman wasn't looking at just a picture. No, they were staring into the depths of your existence. The chaos, the scars, the moments where all tried to break you but you refused to shatter. They expected to see a target. What they found instead was a storm, a hurricane of willpower, resilience, unapologetic defiance. Let me ask you, why do you think they handed over your photo in the first place? Was it hatred? Fear? A desperate attempt to control something they couldn't understand? Whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. What matters is this: they underestimated you. They thought a single bullet could silence the symphony of your story. They thought you were just another chapter they could end. But here's the twist: you're not a chapter. You are the entire book. A story so profound, so intricate, that it left even the hitmen, the bringer of finality, questioning their purpose. They saw your photo and felt something they rarely do: hesitation. Why? Because your essence whispered something terrifying in their ear: this one is different. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your survival. Every scar on your body, every shadow in your soul, is a testament to battles fought and won. They saw the fire in your eyes and mistook it for fear. But it wasn't fear, it was hunger. A hunger to rise, to conquer, to prove that no force, not even death itself, could define you. And now you stand at a crossroads. They sent someone to end you, but in doing so, they awakened something far more dangerous. A force that thrives on challenges, on chaos, on proving the world wrong. So I ask you, what will you do at this moment? Will you let their doubts, their fears, their bullets shape your story? Or will you story and show them that you are more than a target on the list? Let them tremble. Let them whisper your name in fear. Let them realize that the photo they handed over wasn't just an image, it was a warning. A warning that you are a force of nature, unstoppable, uncontainable, and absolutely unforgettable. You see, they didn't send the hitman to destroy you. They sent him to witness your rise. And rise you shall, because chaos doesn't die, it evolves. And you, my friend, are the embodiment of that evolution. They brought a hitman to destroy you, a cold professional, a master of silent endings. But here's what they didn't understand: you can't destroy a beast, you can't tame a monster, and you sure as hell can't outplay a joker. You see, they thought you were prey, easy to corner, simple to eliminate. But they forgot one crucial thing: a beast doesn't run from the hunter. A monster doesn't cower in fear. And a joker flipped script. When they handed over your photo, they believed they'd written your last chapter. They expected fear, desperation, maybe even surrender. What they didn't anticipate was the chaos brewing beneath your skin. They didn't see the predator hiding in plain sight, the kind that doesn't just survive, but thrives in the hunt. And now, the tables have turned. The hitman, the so-called hunter, finds themselves trapped in a game they don't understand. Because you're not just their target, you've become their nightmare. The hunted has become the hunter. You are the beast they feared in whispers, the monster they thought was only a legend, and the Joker who turns even the most calculated plans into pure unfiltered chaos. They brought a hitman to end you, but what they really did was unleash you. And now you're not just fighting back, you're rewriting the rules, one move at a time. You're dismantling their control, shattering their illusions, and showing them what real power looks like. So let them run. Let them hide. Let them feel the weight of the breath they take. They wanted to erase you, but instead they've given you the perfect stage to rise. And when the dust settles, they'll realize one thing: you can't destroy what refuses to die. You can't kill chaos. You can only watch in terror as it consumes everything in its path. And oh yeah, if you really like this content, subscribe to my free newsletter and get free updates on videos. If you're interested, comment Joker below this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell the Batman I said hello.